From AccuWeather.com, this is AccuWeather Daily, a brief host-read article. It's weather news in a nutshell. A massive storm is bringing winter weather to millions of Americans this weekend. The storm emerging from the Rockies late on Saturday is forecast to deliver a far-reaching swath of ice and snow across the middle of the country and into the east. Now, portions of the south can also expect severe thunderstorms this weekend. The intrusion of bitterly cold Arctic air into the middle of the country will set the stage for wintry weather in the plains starting today. Snowflakes could fly as far south as northern Oklahoma. Meanwhile, enough snow to shovel and plow will extend for about 1,000 miles from central Nebraska to Ohio through early Monday. An AccuWeather local storm max of 30 inches is most likely to occur somewhere from northeastern Kansas through northern Missouri to west central Illinois. Just to the south, parts of Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana are forecast to experience ice mixing with snow during the storm, which can limit the amount of total snow accumulation. A difficult battle between warm and cold air will determine exactly how much snow versus ice falls in some areas like Kansas City and St. Louis. A change of just 20 or 30 miles farther south with the track of the storm could result in much more snow and less ice. AccuWeather meteorologist Brandon Buckingham said that a major freezing rain event is expected to unfold, making for dangerous ice accretions across the northern Ozarks, the middle Mississippi Valley, and Ohio Valley this weekend. Communities from Springfield, Missouri to Lexington, Kentucky could be in for a substantial amount of ice that brings dangerous travel conditions. Power outages, extensive tree damage, and lengthy travel days will be a concern in the worst-hit areas. AccuWeather's Senior Director of Forecasting Operations, Dan DePodwin, warns that some places will have snow and ice, then switch back to snow, and that's a bad combination. Heavy snow and ice accretion can bring down tree limbs and power lines. The power could be out for several days in some communities when dangerously cold air invades in the wake of the storm. There may be a great need for shelters to be set up to account for the affected population. Even a trace of icing can lead to a coating on cars and cause slippery spots, especially on bridges and overpasses. Untreated roads or sidewalks could be slick for much of the weekend. Several pulses of cold Arctic air are expected through January, which could pave the way for more wintry weather in the same zones as January continues. After dumping snow and ice across the center of the country, portions of the East Coast will be next to endure the winter weather. Accumulating snow is expected to reach as far north as central Pennsylvania and extend southward through northern Virginia. Major metro areas such as Philadelphia, Baltimore, and D.C. can expect several inches of accumulation. Slippery conditions can be expected as the storm moves into the area, disrupting travel. The heaviest snow late Sunday night into Monday morning could lead to longer commute times in bustling hubs like Philadelphia. Locations across central Virginia and the Carolinas are unlikely to see much snow accumulation, but cold air will create sleet and freezing rain instead. Sleet and freezing rain are likely to be most extensive near the Appalachians, but the ice could reach the beaches of Virginia late on Sunday night, continuing into Monday before the storm moves offshore. Lingering cold air in the wake of this storm will likely keep any snow or ice around for several days after the end of the storm. The lack of warm air will also leave open the door for more wintry storms to sweep through the region into mid-January. That's all for now. You can find more stories and regional forecasts at AccuWeather.com. And for your local forecast at your fingertips, download the AccuWeather app. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe, and I'll be back tomorrow with more weather news from AccuWeather.